Welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm dear darling. I shall see what's going on our lovely island of Fawnhallow today, as we're relaxing as per usual, and of course moving on to the next conversational topic that we have to talk about. I recorded some Nine Souls today. I'm not actually sure if I should have recorded Nine Souls because I think Nine Souls is the series I have the largest backlog for, compared to Isle of Sea and Sky, which I have zero backlog for. I'm just having a good time because I'm on the final boss of I assume the final boss. It'd be crazy if it wasn't the final boss, is what I say, but you know, you always gotta have a bit, build in that little bit of hesitancy. But good evening everyone, right now in Fawnhallow it's 11:37 PM on Tuesday, June 2nd, 2026. Before midnight this time, so good job me. I haven't recorded in Stars and Time for a long time. Not since the holiday, because I over-recorded a huge amount of episodes, and I haven't recorded a lot of Isle of Sea and Sky. I don't know, I felt like I haven't really hit a flow state yet of Isle of Sea and Sky again. Like, I'm starting to get there, but not quite yet. But Nine Souls, like, I came back, immediately hit the flow state. But anyway, and Isle of Sea and Sky, I'm sure I'll get back into it, because, you know, oh my gosh, it's Fuchsia! It's your neighbour Fuchsia, it's hoping you're into you. Oh my gosh. I knew old residents could come visit, but like, I actually... But that was a feeling of like, oh my gosh, actually like an old friend I haven't seen in ages coming to visit. Because Fuchsia, I remember, Fuchsia was a very, very difficult one to let go of, because Fuchsia is a great sisterly villager. Or Uchi villager, I should say. And I absolutely adore her. And like, I still feel like I vaguely remember being like debating whether I'd let Fuchsia go or not. But yeah, don't worry, your Uchi duties are being very much fulfilled by Phoebe on this island. Fuchsia, so you left this island in good hands. Anyway, sorry, not the point. The point I was going to talk about is the next thing that we did in Japan holiday. I did actually look this up because I was like, I'm not sure what we did next. Turns out the next thing we did was Samurai Restaurant. And you might be like, what on earth, Samurai Restaurant? Well, is it any clearer if I told you it's what Robot Restaurant used to be? And you might be like, no. And I'd be like, fair. I don't really know how to describe it, to be honest. It's probably one of the most touristy things, I think, that you can actually do in Tokyo. Like, is it an authentic Japanese experience? Well, I mean, by definition of fact, it's in Japan, I suppose so, but I mean, it's very much catering to a target audience of tourists who are just like, I want to see, you know, something crazy, you know, along with like the vibes of, you know, like Japanese game shows are so insane and crazy. I want to see something with that sort of energy. That's basically what Robot Restaurant is, or Samurai Restaurant, as we went to. We should sell the weeds actually, now I think about it, because there's an achievement for selling a load of weeds. Or Nook Mart achievement, which I don't know how close we are to the actual thing or not. But yeah, it's basically, I described it to my friends as basically being like, it's kind of like you're watching a very over-the-top energetic performance, as if you're in a club or something, or like a rave or something. I'm not sure if it's quite the right sort of thing, but I think it's about right. It's basically a club. It's not like an explicit club or anything like that, but just with the most in-your-face, over-the-top, energetic music possible. Energetic everything possible. Because what it basically is, and I'll describe Robot Restaurant as well, because I think Samurai Restaurant has a similar theme, is basically, it's just a load of performers who have like these bright, glowing, flashing light robots, blasting like giant, not techno music, but like some sort of electronic genre music. I can't quite remember what it was in Robot Restaurant. It's glitzy, it's glamoury, there's lasers everywhere, it's so in your face. And unapologetically so. And that's basically it. Like, it's the entire gimmick of the entire performance is the fact that it's so in your face, it's so loud, not only in a noise sense, but also in a visual sense. In like every sense of the word, it's just over the top, gratuitous amounts of everything. That's what it basically is. It's a stage performance for that. And that's kind of what I remember from Robot Restaurant. Is basically they brought out like mechs and they were like guys and girls in those like ridiculous stage performance outfits, which was like shiny, glittery lasers playing, and then lasers just like bouncing across everywhere, and then they give you like a light stick and you like cheer on and stuff like that. That's what Robot Restaurant was. And then I remember at the end we had like this big sort of like mech parade or something where we have a load of, I would say, copyrighted characters as robots which you can look at, I suppose, and take pictures with. Anyway, so that was Robot Restaurant, which was a thing like a decade ago when I first initially went. And it was actually something I brought up to my friends when, you know, they were like, oh, what sort of things like possibly we missed in your itinerary? And I was like, that's the only like big touristy thing which I can think of. But then I was also like, with a caveat that it's extremely touristy. Like, it's obviously very, very tourist catered. And then they told me like, oh, we actually do have it on there. It's called Samurai Restaurant now because Robot Restaurant got shut down because it got like a cease and desist for like copyright. And I was like, that's kind of fair. I feel like they did have a lot of copyrightable characters as mechs that they have basically in their show. Who's that? Static. Hello, Static. Again, I should talk to all of the villagers just so we can see them. I'm not sure if I've ever actually visited the hotel just to sort of see, because, you know, I'm actually a little bit curious. So we'll do this as we're walking. I wonder if there'll be 8 people in the rooms. Like, we know Fusion and Static here walking around, but does that mean there's 6 more visitors who could be around during the day? And they just rotate in and out? Because that's actually kind of cool. I can't imagine every hotel room is booked every day, but maybe I'm wrong about that. But almost certainly, I forgot her name, Layla or whatever, is going to tell us about the next functionality of certain types of customization. Oh, never mind. That's a gorgeous bathroom set. Ah, okay, see. So, it's not all of them. So we have Paolo, Phil, Fuchsia, Static, Mail, and Maple. Mayel, I guess, is probably the best way to say that. I was just curious. But anyway, so yeah, Robot Restaurant. I wonder when it shut down. I'm going to look it up, actually. Robot Restaurant. What did I think of Samurai Restaurant? Samurai Restaurant is basically a very similar thing. But it didn't, instead of it being like every single performance was like in-your-face techno club lasers like obnoxious almost performance, but they sort of split it up. Like the second one was more of a dance focused one, and the third one was more of a singing focused one, and the fourth one was like the big parade finish. So it's a bit more of like a, I would say that's kind of like if you took a very modern version of like a cabaret show or something, where it's got like a whole variety of different performance acts which you can have and see. So Robot Restaurant, okay, December 2025. Has it, what? Robot Restaurant closed in March 2020, replaces Samurai Restaurant. So maybe it didn't actually close because of copyright. It's March 2020, that's pretty reasonably, that's COVID. It's also, it's less robot focused, very true. Located in Gira Adult Bar, that's also true. So I know I said it wasn't explicit thing before. I guess it does take place in an adult bar. We didn't go, like, we went at like 10 AM, so obviously it's not like red light hours or anything. And the show itself wasn't explicit. Never actually considered going back there afterwards, but it's interesting. Anyway, it's just very fun and very, very ridiculous. Just absolutely bonkers. Kitschy, that's a great way to describe it. It's like kitschy, like campy, theatrical sort of performance. But yeah, it's so ridiculous. Like, if you search up pictures and you just see pictures of a lobby, it's so, like, ostentatious, like, over the top. It's ridiculous. I would say dancers, pretty good dancers, and theatrical, I mean, they're good performers. I suppose there's a lot of energy. How I keep that energy up for like 3 or 4 performances every single time, I've got no clue, but still. Oh yeah, this laser show, there you go. I don't remember half of these things. But yeah, it was a lot of fun, and the thing I remember this time doing it is the fact that we were there, and basically everyone else in the room was also a tourist, probably. And it was like a very long sort of like corridor, and we were like kind of off in the corner because it was a large group of us, so we had like a sort of booth. And they gave you like a light stick to sort of like cheer along to. And I think the most notable thing is how basically we were like the only ones cheering. Like everyone else in the room were just like sitting there watching. It was like no energy, whatever. I mean, I guess it is like 10 AM or whatever, but I don't know. I was like, I know what to expect, to be honest. And I was like, I'm gonna go hammer cheering. And I guess my friends were on the same sort of page, you know, why not? We're about to have fun. We're about to go crazy. Was I drunk? No. Was I having a good time? Yes. But there's one thing which I can't remember if it happened in the original robot restaurant or not, but basically like partway through the second act or something, and there's like a random lucky draw, which I thought was like, is this like part of the show, what's going on? And we just have a raffle where they're just like, okay, one of the tables is the lucky table and they're gonna win a prize, which I didn't really understand what was happening until it happened. And then it said, whoa, it said our table. I can't remember what number we were, table 8 or something. And then I just like lost my mind. I was like, wow, we did it. And almost certainly, I'm 99% sure, obviously it's not a random draw. They probably just give it to the audience members that they enjoy the most, and seeing as the fact that we were the only ones like properly like cheering or anything. To be fair, there might have been more people cheering like down the room. We were at the end of the room, it was hard to see everyone, but the people in front of us just stoically watching the entire time. They probably saw us like cheering like crazy and were like, okay, we'll give it to them, you know. They seemed like they were having a good time, and we were having a good time. And it was actually great because one of my friends was like, she was like, oh, I was actually going to order some popcorn, and then that was our prize. We literally got like a free popcorn bucket, so we're just like, don't need to do that now. That's what I remember. Anyway, it was pretty cool. It was like a performance in 4 parts. Like, again, I think the first act is the best, is where you have these like floats, and then they have like 2 sets of drummers. Like they have like the samurai blue girls or whatever doing these like this taiko drum set with like light up glow sticks. And then they have like another like a rival demon band coming with their taiko drums and also doing like a set. And it's like, it's a sort of thing like, again, when you're in a club and you feel the drum beats and you just like feel the reverberations in your body, and there's like lights going everywhere. Except for the only difference is you're not in a crowd of people just like dancing, like, you know, maybe a little bit inebriated. You're sitting there completely stone-faced sober, and you've got like a light stick in your hand, and you're sort of just like cheering and yelling as they're going. I can't imagine what it must be like being a performer in that sort of show, because you need to have like such a high level of energy to do it. I mean, imagine if you just do it like doing it at 10 AM and then you're just doing it to an audience who are like half sleepy or whatever, just sort of blankly watching. I think that sort of just like would eat, it wouldn't eat me up inside, that's perhaps a bit too extreme, but it would just be like, what on earth am I doing? Yeah, again, like when that happens, you literally just gotta drive that bus through it. You just gotta keep going. You gotta step on the accelerator and commit fully entirely to the entire thing. Because like, what else are you gonna do? I mean, to be fair, I do relate in my own way with like D&D sometimes. Not okay, like not about my friends are like stone-faced and cold or like uncaring, I suppose, about when I'm DMing for D&D, but like sometimes it does feel like that. Sometimes it does feel like you're on a stage and you can't see the audience, and you're just like, I don't know if anyone's listening, I don't know if anyone's engaging. Just drive a truck through, dear darling. Just keep going, push on through. Tell that story you want to tell. And every single time, I say like 95% of the time, it's just like, oh yeah, they are engaged, they are listening, they're just, you know, they don't have like a visible reaction or anything, or I can't see anything. But I will say, it definitely is a mental barrier you kind of have to overcome. Whereas it's like, can I just fully commit and send it through to this, despite the fact I have no idea if people like it, and you have that little voice in your head doing it, being like, okay, no one's really reacting, it's like, stop, like, you know, bring it back, you know, like, peter out and that sort of thing, and you got to override it and be like, no, go, fully commit to that voice, fully commit to this evil laugh, fully commit to this monster sound. So what I'm just trying to say is like, I'm kind of like with Gira guys, I understand what we're doing in the summer restaurant. I'm joking, obviously, hyperbole. Did I do what they do? No. Would I like to? I think it'd be fun to try it. For a little bit, but I think just the amount of dancing you have to do is just sounds exhausting, to be honest. The energy levels, sure. I'm not normally at that sort of high level of energy, but I think it's very much like the amount of dancing you have to do in the first place. That sounds crazy. I don't know if any more photos and videos from it, to be honest. I wonder if I can find my old videos from Robot Restaurant. I probably can. Let's see. Japan. Back in whatever year it was. Long time ago. Not this one? 2017, there you go. Robot Restaurant. I don't remember what day we went to Robot Restaurant. I just remember signing up for it. Just being like, it's the most touristy thing ever. And then we did it, and we were like, that's the most touristy thing ever. But what is it fun? Yeah. Oh, there's nada. Okay, so we must still be in Osaka or Kyoto at this point of the album. No, wait. We ended up in... No, we started... No, we went Osaka, Kyoto, Tokyo. Okay, I was trying to remember my original Japan holiday. Okay, then it's Disneyland, so that's the end. So I skipped out quite a few days here by accident. I don't know if I ever... Oh, here we go, Robot Restaurant. Just absolutely insane. What on earth is this? Absolutely horrifying. Apparently we had popcorn, I don't remember that. Did we buy popcorn? I actually have no recollection, but there's popcorn on our thing, so we probably bought something. And I recorded a lot of it, it seems. Oh, is this a raffle? Oh, that was another thing I said. It was like, there was a lot more people who were actually watching the show. Back in Robot Restaurant time, there was like 3 rows of people. But it's just such a crazy lobby. Like, how insane is this? That thing. I would click on it now to see the videos, but I'm not going to. Because who knows what... I have no idea what's in the contents of these videos, so you'll never know what you hear. But let's see if anyone else took like some photos or videos. What is this? That's Enoshima, so this is Disneyland Day, okay. Scroll a bit down. I don't know, it was definitely a wild way to start any sort of morning, mind you. It's an early time to get some Robot Restaurant time in. Oh yeah, then we all split up afterwards. I don't remember what I did. I think I went to Ikebukuro, maybe? That sounds pretty reasonable. Sunshine City? Maybe, I don't know. I guess I'll talk about that another time. Oh yeah, a friend took a video. Did anyone take a video of Raoul? Okay, took some nice photos. What was going on? I don't know, it's just so extra. That's the only way I can describe it. It's the most extra performance of anything that you would ever see. And that's that. In the best possible way. Shut down March 2020. What happened in March 2020? Let's see. Due to the collapse of international tourism caused by COVID, a brand new attraction called Samurai Restaurant Times opened in the exact same place. Short answer, it's gone for good. Went on hiatus after COVID. 2023 was announced that we're back with shows resuming in May, but they moved to a different place. It's owned by the same company, limited daytime hours when this adult bar was not operating as an adult bar. I'm actually curious now. Gita Gita Girls. Oh, you should know. It's actually reviewed on here. What, they do their own performances, it seems. What on earth is going on here? No, this is just Samurai Restaurant. I don't know what the difference is, I suppose, at this point. I thought we did do evening shows. I guess it's just known for, Samurai Restaurant. Samurai Restaurant time. Okay, never mind. You can go on their site and then you can very much see the sort of grabbier shots which are going on. But they also say Samurai Restaurant time at the top, so... I don't know, just wild time. The building was a fire truck. That's actually so true. It was goofy fun. Total tourist attraction. Would I recommend you go? I'd say if you're a tourist and you want a tourist attraction, go. You can go under a pretense of know what you're signing up for. I think it's fun. Goofy fun, to be honest. Anyway, on that note, I guess I'll wrap this episode up here. So, if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've been dazzling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares, greatly appreciated. Socials, Discord down below. Hope to see you again, but for now, it's our farewells. Until next time, bye bye for now.